I'm Guy Kestervan, the Testaman. Today, down in South Wales, at the Silverfish Service Centre, with a big box of Fox, ready to get fully up to date with their latest dampers. In fact, it's time to get Grip X and sorted. So the first part, and I should have done this before I came down really, is actually cleaning the forks off. So you're not dealing with all the dirt falling into them when you're servicing them. But so yeah, if you are sending your forks in, get them off the bike, get them cleaned really, really well, and you'll be dealing with a lot happier Fox tech or any fork tech at the far end of the process. And if you're a happy tech, you're going to get a really good service, aren't you? Right, so the idea today is...
Go on.
The basic idea is Luke...
Oh, he's filming now.
Yeah, I'm filming now. Basic idea is... yeah, I bought two forks down.
Yep.
34 and 36,
yep.
Which are currently both on Grip 2.
Yep.
And we're moving on to the new Grip X dampers. So Grip X in the 34 and then Grip X2 in the 36. Yep. So what's the basic difference? So I've dropped this on you completely without warning you. But
so the Grip X is high-speed compression, low-speed compression adjustment, and then low-speed rebound adjustment.
Right. Yeah.
So it's very much point and shoot. You've got your clicks.
Yeah.
You turn your compression adjuster. In fact, why use hand signs on to show you. Or you've got your point and shoot adjuster. Then the final click being your lockout, essentially, a really firm.
Okay, right, yeah.
And then your low speed compression
in
the middle. And then just your simple low speed rebound. Get this to spin off.
Yeah, but no high speed rebound on the bottom.
No high
Which is what you'd have got with the Grip 2 previously.
Grip 2 and the Grip X2.
Yeah, yeah.
So you've got.
So that's designed more of a sort of trail damper, really, isn't it? With trail sort of pedally, which is why it has that lockout function, presumably.
Yeah, and that's it. And it's like lighter as well. So if people are bothered by that these days, as we just said.
Yeah, I still am. To be fair, I still am. I'm still old school enough to like losing grams where I can. Yeah.
Well, that's it. You feel the weight of that, and it's unreal. So.
Oh blimey, yeah, that is like and that's just like things like taking down oil volume and changes internally as well, is it?
They've increased. Let's see, you can see they've increased the volume because you see it's now flared out.
Yeah.
So in fact, I've got some here. I can when's dry built, so we can strip it down. I can show you the internals as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just so it's increased. They've made the pistons inside bigger.
Right. Yes. So I remember reading about it when it came out, but I figured it's better you explaining it than.
It's a stronger spring in the IFP as well, so it's
so it just keeps everything a little bit more tight. Yeah. There's less cavitation, that kind of thing. Yeah. Whereas then cavitation being where oil and air mix up, and it generally gives it indigestion, basically.
That's it. So, and that's what really big plays a part in the Grip X2.
Yeah, because they've changed the number of shims in that. Is
it 27 or something? 23 shims on a 24mm piston.
Yeah.
Or is it 24 shims on a 23mm piston?
It's a lot. It's a lot more than it was 7. Was it 7 before and now it's 23 or something like that? Yeah. I remember having it in some notes somewhere when I was talking about it.
They're just focusing mainly on tunability.
Yeah.
So whether or not people go down the route of wanting to tune it, it's such a more capable.
Yeah, there's a much greater bandwidth of which you can do stock. With a fairly stock tune. Yeah, what's in there as standard can be tweaked a lot more.
Oh yeah. I put one on my bike, and it's just. I'm very cynical. Is it? You see all these marketing things, and is it really?
You've been around a while. You've been through a few iterations. We both have.
But genuinely, so the idea is that it sits up in its travel mode.
Yeah.
So you've got that less dive, so just
It's sitting more on top of its damper, so the damper's doing the work rather than the air spring.
And that's it. And what I personally found on it, I tried to avoid the marketing side of it before I gave it the first time. I wanted my own impression of it.
Yeah, sure.
And what I noticed, again, sounding like marketing, the small bump sensitivity was so much better. Just had ever so slight trail chatter, the edge on everything was just smoothed out. And the front end grip, let's just think of just flatter open corners. Yeah. Where it
can wash away. Yeah.
Everything like that, the all-round just made everything a little bit nicer.
Excellent.
I was genuinely surprised by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nicely made.
Yeah.
Really nice. Again, yeah, that's just geeking out from taking them apart.
That's fine.
But no, the small bump on it is unreal.
So I've just been chatting to Luke about how much tuning still goes on with forks. And you're saying because the dampers themselves now are much more adjustable, because it used to be, when I was writing features, I used to say, oh yeah, when you send your Fox in, or your forks, have a word with whoever's setting them up, because you may as well get them tuned
We can still
while they're in.
It's just not whether or not the dampers are better now, but also whether or not people are actually interested in that is another thing.
Yeah.
In itself, we're not really sure. I would.
Do you say e-bikes have made a difference?
Oh, e-bike. That's most of our work now.
Yeah, but in terms of whether people notice stuff about forks as much, because the unsprung to sprung weight is so much, it makes your suspension feel better.
It does
generally anyway.
It does, yeah.
Because it's forcing it to work properly.
It has made a difference.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the 2024 factory tune for the Grip 2. I'm just concentrating here.
No, don't.
The 2024 factory tune for the Grip 2 is the original e-bike tune.
Okay.
Because it's softer off the top. The initial part
right.
of the stroke is softer.
Yeah.
Which you think, well, on an e-bike, shouldn't it be firmer because of the extra weight? But it was the opposite. Is it got that little bit lighter, so it just breaks away that a little bit easier.
Right. Okay.
That was the tune for 2020.
Yeah, and I guess people aren't sort of hustling out the saddle and honking on the pedals as much.
Yeah. It's
that'll make a difference because it's mostly just seated in the way the suspension's meant to operate. You're not hammering out the saddle.
The great thing about e-bikes now is when we come to setup and everything like that, is we can now run stuff quicker.
Yeah.
So whereas before, let's just talk like a rear shock, for example, you're always you want to set it up so you don't get that pedal bob. You want the pedal efficiency.
Yeah.
On an e-bike, your efficiency's in the motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to worry about.
Yeah, and again, people probably aren't up and out the saddle as much, and they're not low cadence grinding and all those things that really show up pedal bob.
So you can really make the most of the suspension.
Yeah.
Just because you're orientating it for trail riding and downhill.
Yeah.
Or around here, and most people around here just straight up, just
straight down. Yeah.
Just chuck themselves straight down.
The South Wales granny gear massive.
Oh yeah, it's I love e-bikes. I got one of the best things. There's still a bit to go, I think.
Now that's a nice tool.
Oh, damper removal tool.
That's a win. That's a proper pro spec tool, is that, isn't
it? They are great. So basically, originally, what you would have to do if you're doing it in your garage is wind your base studs off.
Yeah.
And then wind that, and then get a socket to tap the.
Yeah. I remember doing that.
There's things through where is now. Just get.
Put a couple of Nerf bullets in the end of it to stop the oil leaking out. That's my trick. If I'm trying to.
It's also one of my little tips for the garage at home is because I have got nowhere near the setup I'll have.
Yeah.
Is Calpol syringes, kids' Calpol syringes.
Yeah.
Slide lowers off.
Out comes the oil.
No, they're not too bad. I've seen a lot worse, but that way.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm feeling quite proud that I'm sure I've done a lot worse to forks.
That's what we see. Mention e-bikes is how quick people hit service intervals now.
Yeah.
They're going out riding for a full ride, and the suspension's being used for that full ride rather than slogging up.
Locked out. Yeah.
It's you're not really using the.
Yeah, they're going for a battery's worth of ride rather than a leg's worth of ride. Yeah.
And obviously, so we're getting some stuff coming on lesser service times, and you think, oh, it's black inside. It's really cooked, but
interesting.
Well used. Which is all we asked for, really. We want as many people out as possible. So, all right, then, let's just do this bit there. We'll strip him down. Go.
Right, so while you're pulling that apart, I'm just going to come over here and look at these actual. So that's Grip 2. That's what's coming out. Both forks. And then that's your Grip X with a little sort of. It's almost a lockout lever, but it's built into the dial for the compression on there. And you can see it's already a much more complex piston, higher volume, higher flow as well in the shaft. And then this is Grip X2. Even more going on down there in the valve head. And then you've got your high and low speed compression up the top there. So now we're just pulling apart the air shaft side, aren't we?
Yep.
Just checking that, so getting the grease off it.
Just get all the grease off. We'll give them a quick inspection for any sort of damage, any nicks in that air piston.
Yeah.
Very rarely you'll find anything, but it's always worth when it's apart. Any wear or tear, again, they're pretty reliable. But when it's apart in your hand, you just double check everything.
Yeah. So when someone sends a fork in for a service, this is what it's going through, a full check through, clean down.
Yeah, it's a full strip and inspection.
Yeah.
Everything is complete overhaul. Now the great thing is, or the easy part on my side at least, is you're having a new damper, so we just
because the air spring hasn't changed, has it? On this generation fork,
not on
it's
this generation
just on the damper. Yeah.
They've had the NA2 originally came out in 2018, NA1 was 2016, 2018 ish from what I remember. And it's just been carried through the whole range and stayed the same. And it's real simple, really effective. It's it's a really good system, to be honest with you.
Well, it's a good sign they haven't changed it in that long, isn't it?
Well, it stands up to the test of time. So you've got a bit of damage.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. The higher up the stanchion, the better, realistically,
Right,
because there's less chance of it coming into contact with that wiper seal.
Unfortunately, that's about but, it's not the best place to have it. But
no, it's not.
And you're just smoothing it down with
just a bit of wet and dry, and just take that edge off. It's the best you can do. I can't comment on any scansion repair kits because I've never used them.
Yeah.
But as long as you take any sharp edges off.
Because they're what's going to damage the seal head and...
Well, that's it. Every time that passes the wiper seal, it's potentially cutting it.
Yeah.
Filling up with dirt, dragging the dirt in.
Yeah.
So all I would say is to just take the edge off and keep on top of the seal maintenance, because you think that's going to be exposed to the elements.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it's just taking that sharp edge off.
Yeah.
It's best it's going to get. It's, so you could swap out the whole unit, but this costs money. Everything costs money.
How much does the CSU cost?
Ooh.
That's crown steer unit, isn't it?
34, yeah. So the factory series, being the Kashima one, probably looking in the £400 mark, £300 to £400 for this
a service?
£129.
Yeah.
And that's the full stripped down rebuild, all Fox oils and oils, greases, seals.
Yeah, because that's kind of what amazes me, is how many people just opt for the full, rather than just having a service, which is probably going to make their fork, quite possibly make it feel better even than when it was new.
Yeah, 100%.
They'll just go, I need a new fork straight away.
Yeah.
Which, not the most economical choice.
No, not at all. Yeah, we'll just give them a good scrub.
Yeah, you're saying you get some proper steak. I mean, it's quite rare for me to come down somewhere and go, actually, yours is nowhere near the worst we've seen.
It's not. No, it's and we always, I say, it was mainly around the pandemic, where everyone's locked away and putting the bike up the garage for the first time in decades, and we had all this really old stuff started to come through, right, and just never been touched. All right, okay, it's still going, but now they all seem to...
Some properly fossilised fox.
Yeah.
So from your point of view, what's the best way to receive a fork?
To receive a fork?
What's the worst and best cases? So ideally for you want it in a box. In a box,
chuck a bit of bubble wrap around it, or any sort of protector.
Yeah. Clean as possible.
We don't need it to be immaculate. But just a quick brush down, a scrub. Just that's all we ask for.
Packet of Jaffa cakes in the box with it.
Oh, well, I'm officially not allowed to take bribes, but you
don't want having low blood sugar halfway through a service.
That's it. It's a struggle after lunch. But no, it's just a quick rinse off, package it up, just a good bit of packaging there just to protect it. A cover note does help even if you have booked it online, just in case the gremlins get into IT.
Yeah.
Just so we know and that's name, contact number. And just a quick overhaul of what you want doing. And then that's about it really. The worst case, well, we've had them sent in before just with duct tape. There's duct tape on the fork.
What, as the packaging?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's interesting. People's used clothes is quite a common one. Don't really like that.
Yeah. Mind you, to be fair, I think I still wear a hoodie in the workshop that Martin Astley wrapped around an iron horse when he worked at Jim Walker's. I was like, there's some life left in that. I never confessed to him yet. That's why I haven't been to Hyde Park, Wales in years. He might recognise the hoodie.
Just recognise it in a second.
Yeah, but wrapping it up in your old pants.
Yeah, which
not a win.
Surprised. Yeah, you've got to question. You do question a lot of things at that point there.
Yeah.
But,
that's not the wiper seal you want to be inspecting.
No, far from it. Far from it. But other than that, it's just a general quick scrub. Just be sensible with it. You don't have to go too wild. Another one is wrap it up in bubble wrap or the foam pipe insulation.
Yeah.
And then zip tie it. And it's just really awkward to get it off. We don't want to damage anything.
Yeah.
Once it's wrapped up in the box.
Yeah. Happy days.
But so just the jack tapes do go along with.
So I've just put a new air spring seal in there.
Just we got that.
Just as a matter of course. So the air spring's going back together. A lot less grease on, I noticed.
No comment. Yeah, there we go. That's not come out. That's good there, and we'll get some gold. Take that off. As I always say, there's a air bleed valve there. Take the tape off. Be surprised how many people chuck a damper in with the tape still on.
And there's an air port under that, is there?
Yeah. It's got. That's what it is. Sometimes with a oil may come out. I'll do it.
Yeah.
So there we go. So basically, in fact, I can quickly take a trip over here.
Right. Here we go.
Bring your cat on.
Let's go. See some of the rest of the workshop then. This is right. Try not to fall over the tripod.
Yeah, so don't trip up, please. So granted, this is the grip 2.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So what you're able to see now, we'll get him working.
Is that Petey's? It's got glittering.
Well, it's our own workshop performance enhancing glitter.
Good way of showing it though.
So there's your IFP and your spring, and that's where that lead port would be basically. So as you compress it, so you spring everything in there, compress it, so it's just to allow that to... Yeah,
because you've got an IFP, you don't need an extra air spring.
Exactly.
On top of it, yeah.
So there you are, that's the idea of it.
Yeah, that, the orangey pinky bit is that's your damper there.
Yeah, that's your rebound damper. And that's your rebound circuit, and that's your compression circuit. You can see, don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but you can actually see it all moving inside when you... It's a fully working damper.
Yeah. But, that's a really good way of showing it, isn't it?
Yeah. As well. You got that there, so that's all that's going on inside.
Yeah.
That bleed port is to let that pressure release. There.
Nice.
Here we go, that was all across the work.
Oh, and here's the Mazzocchi and fork range as well. Far rear.
Yeah.
I'll catch you up in a sec.
The only thing we haven't got there is a 40 at the moment.
Yeah, no 40 and no gravel.
No 40, no gravel, and then got any.
Yeah.
All the 40s came in straight back out.
Oh, that's good.
The gold ranges.
Yeah. That's proved to be a big...
Yeah.
So that was limited edition, wasn't it, originally?
Yeah, so I know with the 38s at least, there was 1,974 models of them.
Because that's when Fox started doing shops.
1974.
Yeah.
I think it was the same from the other range. I'm not entirely sure on that. But that's the whole idea. Podium gold, anniversary, make it look a bit special.
Yeah. But they've been super popular.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
People love a bit of gold, don't they?
Bling, haven't you?
Goldy looking forks. That's what it is down here. Yeah, exactly.
Right. So yeah, they are popular. It was quite cool. Have you seen inside the box of the gold forks?
Oh, I'll have to have a look at one of those later.
It's
a bit of a Willy Wonka deal.
you get the this. One of the boys has one on his bench because he's got a set. It's you get like a dog tag. It looks like a dog tag, a bit bigger. It's like a credit card, so like maybe a bit bigger. And it's got your fork make, model, serial number. I think the tunes on it. Then the number of the fork model on there, and it's just really nice gold, like dog tag credit card thing. And it's just see it, you think.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice that people are still bothering to do that as well.
Yeah, it was real neat, nice. I don't suppose they didn't cost any more than any other.
Oh, do they not?
You're not paying any extra for
Right.
podium gold.
Yeah.
It's just trying to
I didn't know that.
the availability of them.
I just presumed.
Double check me that. But
Yeah, I presume they'd be slapping a bit more
No, I think on the
bullion tax on it.
What's that there is? On the older models, they never remember the pistachio.
Yes. Yeah, I remember them. I remember the brown 36.
What, the original?
Yeah, that's a fork. I love that fork.
So,
Actually, no. To be fair, then the vanilla,
so you had
the vanilla from that generation, the first coil 36. I was on those on an original giant
You
rain.
would have the original RC2 damper there.
Yeah.
On that, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Remember the 32s in that year, the Magnolia off-white.
yeah. So I can remember like when the very first 32 fork came out. It was like 32 mil. Oh, they're so heavy. They're so stiff. They look massive. This is crazy, isn't it? 80 to 100 mil travel or something, I think, back then. But the
never
difference.
catch on.
It made a huge difference.
Yeah.
It really did.
I remember some of the boys here when I had to get that pin. When I probably should have done this. There it is. That was all. When I decided to go from 32s to 36s on my Heckler. Something like that. And
Yeah.
this was 2012-ish.
Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah.
They, some of the boys saying, oh, 36 is overkill. You don't need that. I was riding downhill essentially on it, trail riding.
Yeah.
Now it's like you need a minimum of 36 or 38 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like,
So how times change.
yeah, it's like, people riding around going, oh, I can't ride down there on this. It's only got 100 mil of travel, or 120 mil of travel. It's like, I remember, just like, that's more than a Boxer used to have.
You'll be fine.
If you had a 5-inch travel bike, that was it. We're riding Cody Brennan on Trouseri, and we were kind of battering along on like cross country bikes with bags on, and we were just like, it's funny, isn't it? When these trails were built, 5 inches of travel would have been a bloody downhill bike, and now we're like, oh, go careful! I've only got 100. And we're on like 2.4-inch tyres, and we'd have been on like 1.9s or something back then. Like a 1.9 wet scream or something terrifying. I remember Panaracer Magic. Panaracer Downhill was a 2.2 with cream walls on it. I had those on my original tandem.
See, proper old school spec.
Yeah.
It's what am I looking for? What is it?
That's the box of excitement down there, isn't it?
Oh, that's my training bits and bobs. I just dropped the pin, which I'll look for later. So I'm just gonna steal the pin.
That's me chatting to you. Sorry, completely random chat there, nothing to do with the faults. What were we actually doing there? So that's your Kashima gold oil.
So yeah, 20-weight gold.
Yeah.
I have my little special pot. Don't need to see it out. 20-weight gold in the air side, and then we're using 4-weight damper fluid.
Yeah.
In the damper side. 3cc, 20cc. Just put them from the bottom using a lamin syringe.
Ah, that's a good syringe, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
tell we're in Wales.
So well, that's it. It's funny, you go into the vets, ask for 20 lamin syringes, and you just look at you like, never been on a farm in my life. But
yeah, but I swear by udder cream rather than saddle cream. It's the only place you get surgical spirit and udder cream, and that's you can pay a fortune for bloody saddle cream. Udder cream. It's about the same as that grease that you took off the airspring when you pulled it out. It's not going anywhere. 2 years of riding and it's still on.
Yeah, a little lamin syringe go really, really useful.
Don't
need them.
Yeah, I'm going to Ripon Farm Services when I get that. Straight away.
Let's just pinch this up now. being a bit of...
It must make a hell of a difference having the proper tools to work on.
So yeah, it's like, I'll go home.
I think that's probably the biggest obstacle to people doing it at home, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even things just like the socket big enough to... I always remember Chris sending me a socket that had been milled down. So there's your different
the beta
sockets there. Yeah.
many hours.
But a lot of those, if you get a commercial socket, they're rounded at the end, aren't they?
Yeah, you've got
and so it's got a chamfer on it, which means it's not actually connecting properly with the top cap. Yeah.
Get it a good fit on there. Yeah, many an hour with sockets on the lathe.
Yeah.
Taking down the edges.
Yeah, and then you put the mole grips on or the pipe wrench, and then you gouge the top of your crown because you just turn it slightly too far.
I said they never used to be a thing, and that was the thing. They never. Everyone's doing them now, so to say. You get it everywhere.
Yeah. Well, it's just the same with tools in general, isn't it? There's so many different high quality tools. Yeah. It's almost like a car riding its cycling its own self. Like people like Dave Rome.
Yeah. It's big all this. Yeah, it makes a huge difference having the right tools. Like I say, if I'll work on my stuff at home.
Yeah.
Because obviously we've got this workshop here, it's so much easier.
Yeah.
And if I am working at home and think, I just grab this, that, I haven't got that.
Yeah.
And just you go to little things you'll have to hand every day.
So if someone was setting up a little home workshop to do the sort of basic work on their forks, what would you say they should get? Or is it fork specific really?
The forks is minimal tooling. The shocks is very specific tooling.
But for a lot of people they probably, apart from a basic air sleeve and seal clean, you probably shouldn't get much deeper into a shock than that, is kind of my vibe on it.
Yeah.
You certainly don't want to be going anywhere near charged nitrogen in the home.
You'd be surprised how many people actually, just take out, so you've got the tamper-proof pin.
Yeah.
Take it out and do the 4mm nut in there. And they say, something went bang and hit my face. And I did, lucky it didn't hit your eye. Just with the forks, it's mainly, what would it be, I would say, sockets. If you're doing just chamferless sockets.
Will a Nipex do it a push? In the right size?
Yeah, if you just go steady with it.
Yeah.
And they're torqued up to like 26 newton meters.
Okay, yeah, so a socket makes it, yeah.
I've got a good old Nipex there, but that's the best tool you
just
can
get a socket in there.
I'd say by far the best tool. You'll never know.
You sound like Neil Halcrow here.
It's the, I love the Nipex. Talk these up for you now. Really good on the matte black forks. That Protect and Shine PT stuff really brings the colour back to them.
I have to get a can of it.
It's not a shameless plug.
No, that's fine. I'm sponsored by these.
It's just genuinely. Try to avoid any sort of
bit of PT's.
Protect and Shine.
Protect and Shine. I was going to say shake and back there.
It's a shake and bake. A bit of Protect and Shine on the lowest, just bring the colour back. Don't have to worry so much on the stanchions.
Properly looking lush now, isn't it?
And that's it. You are updated.
Grip X'd.
Grip X damper, full service.
Formerly known as Twitter. No, Grip Twitter.
Grip Twitter. This seems rather think that.
Yeah, I know. You've got that one.
It worked out right in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Give them a little feel.
No, I need to come down and do this on camera now.
Try that.
Do the man down now.
Don't slip. The very, very start of them is
that's
a bit more supple.
Yeah.
Servicing goes a long way. A lot of people. It's one of the things we'll say. We speak to customers on the phone is when was the last time you serviced them? And people think, you're trying to take my money. It's not the case. Obviously, your service
in the long run, without being daft, you're saving the money.
Oh yeah,
massively. Yeah, because it means they won't have to buy a new set of forks when there's a dead.
Yep, and
a year or so in.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. That sensitivity, that very first part of the stroke, the suppleness of them, all the buzzwords, it's going to be different. But there you go, up and running.
Cracking. And you got that nice little.
So you got your sweep. So
it's nice. I mean, so there's a full range of low speed on there.
It's got a full range of low speed. So
it's not just like a 3 position.
No. So you got your indents, and that's what makes it different from the original grip.
Yeah.
That was just a continuous sweep, wasn't it? Whereas now you've got your clicks. It's firmer as you go on, and then you've got your.
And you've lined the pin up as well.
So I've done the pin.
Look at that.
That infamous pin.
Pro service that is.
That infamous pin.
Luke's pin.
That's just my my OCD getting the better of me now. So nothing, nobody not like that. But
Smart.
Yeah,
I'll go straight in the trick.
There you go. Check, Mum.
Cracking.
New lease of life.
Cheers, man.
No worries.
Right, 36 time now, isn't it?
36.
AO Muldoon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And while we're down here, just had my Fox 34 SC step cast refreshed and serviced as well. So that'll be going straight back into the Cervelo. So right now,
You got
we've got a 36 in there.
well, you know.
It's good for
And we're
this
going to
time.
put the Grip X2 damper in that. So more adjustable, multi-shim, sort of more aggro damper, obviously going in with a more aggro fork. Thanks so much, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
very much for coming down.
So, 36 now, Grip X2, 150mm for when the top fuel goes mullet, then 34, 140mm on Grip X. That's currently kind of where I'm sat. I've just moved up to travel on it, so that's going to be a really interesting back-to-back straight away on the Manitou Mattock that I've been running, and I'll probably get a pike in there as well, and then maybe do some 36 versus Lyric comparisons as well. So plenty of fork action coming your way, but been great, seeing how it's done properly down here. So thanks for talking us through the dampers,
No problem.
and thanks for doing the work on the forks as well.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.